Welcome back to another episode, and today we are in Las Vegas checking out the Mayfair, a dream supper club inside the Bellagio Hotel. Let's get into our review and some of the tips and tricks to save you some money on one of the more pricier Las Vegas dining reservations. We were here celebrating Taryn's bachelorette party, but unfortunately, because of all of the sudden WestJet cancellations at the end of June, we were short a person, so it was just us three ladies for the evening. Be sure to stay tuned for the full bachelorette video and tips and tricks. The Mayfair is considered one of the best supper club experiences in Las Vegas, not only for its central location on the Strip inside the iconic Bellagio, but also for its atmosphere, food, and entertainment. The views of the Bellagio fountains and Paris Eiffel Tower really put the cherry on top of it all. The Mayfair has a vibe of old Vegas with crooners who double as comedians on stage. The walls are covered with real seashells, and it is a romantic vibe with a neon rococo color scheme of pink and pastel teal. At the Mayfair, they do have a few guidelines for reservations. You cannot make a drinks and dessert only reservation. Your party will need to order mains, and you have a maximum of 2 hours to enjoy your experience. But frankly, as long as you keep ordering, they aren't too strict with the cutoff. If you do prefer just drinks, then try to walk into the bar before 8 p.m. You'll probably get in, and the clothing restrictions are much more relaxed. You'll also be able to hear the music. When you go to make a reservation, you can usually choose stage side tables, or a table with 50% off bottles of wine, or a prefix menu available on select dates and only select tables. If you don't see these options, they're probably already taken. After 10 p.m. on Fridays, this space turns into a nightclub atmosphere with bottle service available at a minimum of $400, but this experience that we are showing is not that. We only came here for the supper club and the dining. Everything is a production at the Mayfair. Even the windows have one of the best views of the Bellagio fountains and the Eiffel Tower. So there is always something to look at either on stage or your table or outside your window. The food is no different. Although the menu is small, there is plenty of choice from fish, sushi, beef, and roasted cauliflower steak for the vegetarian or vegan options. One of our tips for dining out in Las Vegas is to take what the waiter recommends with a grain of salt. Our waiter suggested we get appies and a main each with some side dishes. I knew we wouldn't be able to eat that much, so we skipped the appetizers, and for dinner I opted for the Dover sole, deboned tableside, and topped with a decadent caviar beurre blanc sauce. This has no side dishes that come with it, and I couldn't finish it to myself. While Taryn split the 10-ounce prime rib with my mom, we really could have done without the side dishes, as it was so filling. I do not recommend one single main dish per person if you are splurging on appetizers and desserts especially. Don't be ashamed to share because prices here are extravagant. What I enjoyed most about the Mayfair entertainment was how it included everyone no matter where you sat. The performers and dancers would circle the room and interact. They would also make the most of their 360-degree stage and face each side of the room. Sometimes the performances would even happen during the Bellagio fountain show, so it really made the most of the design and the unique positioning on the Strip. Songs from the past as well as the top 40s are sung in an old Vegas crooner way, some slow with seductive performances, and some with an upbeat way that had you dancing and singing in your seat. To end the evening, we opted for desserts, which again were showstoppers. The Cherry Jubilee is another tableside spectacle made with fire and dry ice. The dish itself was boozy and delicious but needed to be shared. But overall, the Mayfair Supper Club experience is a must, especially if you're looking for a romantic night out or a celebration spot to kickstart a bachelor or bachelorette party. There's something for everyone here with male dancers, female dancers, and amazing music. So it's just a really fun atmosphere that attracts a lot of people because of the entertainment, the food, and the Bellagio fountains all coming together to create a memorable and unique dining experience. Thanks so much for joining us, and if you enjoyed this video, please hit that like button Don't forget to subscribe and click the bell to be notified for all of our future videos. And leave a comment. Tell us where your favorite celebration dining spot on the Las Vegas Strip is.